right.
Andy,
We're finally in, dude. That took a little bit
figured
of
it out.
time. We got it. We got it situated and we're ready to hit this, dude. Here we go.
All right.
I don't know where you come from, but where I'm from, we play a game. It's called fantasy football. Trust me, you're gonna need your brain. We got chosen a podcast. When we trade, then we send a train. Here we are, Franklin Keepers. It's our league, and that shit's insane. Good God. Hey, what's the commish going on about? Oh man, he's pissed cause these motherfuckers not around. They say Gozz is the new ghost. If that's the case, he the type of ghost missing in a haunted house. Yeah, he say he too busy, probably on his couch with 2 pairs of big nut sacks on his mouth. I'm just playing, little buddy, take it on your chin like a cum shot. Homie, where you been? That's right, I'ma put him on blast, break bones. Andy Lassard and Easy gon' really need a podcast. Yeah, we gonna talk trash, that's what we do. It's the regular keeper league coming through. I don't know where you come from, but where I'm from, we play a game. It's called fantasy football. Trust me, you're gonna need your brain. We got chosen a podcast. When we trade, then we send a train. Yeah, we are Franklin Keepers. It's our league, and that shit's insane. Good God.
So my
Shopify helps you sell at every stage of your business. Like that.
Advertisement. CJ, good job on the fucking
Dude, the chorus
wrap
on
up.
that is sick, dude.
Huh?
I don't know where you come from, but where I'm from, we play a game. It's called fantasy football. That shit goes hard.
Dude, he's got, I was looking in, I searched in the group and there was like 4 or 5 of those pre-wrap ups. And I was like, dude, this might be one of the best. Other
That's
than
my favorite one. And I
what
get absolutely dumped on in it.
you did get dumped on.
I get absolutely dumped on. It's sick though. I don't even hate it.
No, you can't. I mean, there's a little bit of truth to it. And then we talked a little bit about this, but there's a little bit of truth to that. Everybody's all ripped up for the beginning of the league, and you're kind of like, what's going on, guys?
You know, sometimes fucking life pops up a little bit, and
That's true.
you know, shit happens.
That's it, man.
You know, I hear all the shit talk. I see it all. I don't have time to keep up with the group chat, so it is what it is. But I do see the shit, and you know, I heard Johnny talking a couple weeks ago about me on here. Fucking CV last week saying I was this 5'2" little guy who says he's never gonna get another girlfriend or some shit. CV, I'm 6 foot. I tower over you, bud.
Why do you think you said that? Because he's got a small man syndrome, or what do you think of that is?
I don't know. I'm saying I'm taller than CV. That's all. I'm not saying I would beat him in a wrestling match or anything, but I'm not sure why he says that. Maybe because he was slightly embarrassed about the draft and didn't want to take the heat, so he pushed it somewhere else.
You know what he should be embarrassed about is the podcast last week might have been the worst there has ever been.
You know, I had to stop listening to it because it cut out every fucking 2 to 7 seconds, and it was tough. But yeah, I listened to most of it actually. I was exaggerating.
That's all right. You know, honestly,
I did love his showcast though. A little live action out of him.
That was good, and I like that he followed it up with a write up too, which was pretty epic. Like you read through, put a lot of effort into it.
Yeah, he thought about it. I respect that.
Yeah, and you know what? I know we're gonna get into it, but it sucks because he's floating high this week, man, and I'm not. I'm not doing good, dude. I was not looking forward to jumping on this. I was not looking forward to talking about it, but you got to face reality. And Monday night sucked, dude. For the start of fantasy football, we've waited what 6 months, fucking February to September. So it's 7 months of football. Waiting. What's your team gonna be look like? I get 3 first-round draft picks. I get fucking screwed in the draft. Actually didn't get screwed because I was gonna take CMC, so that's fine.
Yeah, now he's out.
Out, yeah. And I knew he was going to be out as soon as he went. I said, I'm getting his back up. I picked him up. Actually, if you look back in my track history, I picked up the other guy first. And then I was watching the preseason and they said Mason looked pretty good. So I was like, all right, I'm going to drop the other guy. Handcuff fucking Lem, maybe some trade bait later on. But honestly, I'm starting him this week in the flex. But anyway,
That's a power play, yeah.
dude. And then the other league, I'm great. So I'm flown high, man. My team's solid. I thought, obviously, I wish that Chase had a little bit better of a game. And Monday comes, dude, and that was not good. It was not fun. I'm gonna bitch for a little bit of time here.
You're allowed to be Moody, and Andy.
Dude, thank you for that. And this is it, dude. I am in a mood, and it's not a good one. So I've been waiting on this. I was pondering what I'm gonna do. So I wrote a letter to myself. Yes, I had to. Because I couldn't
We did hear this.
I bitched to a lot of people and my video ain't working and I got some fucking weird avatar, but I'm honestly embarrassed to show my face, dude. It's not good. So this is my letter, and it's a letter to everybody on here because you have no idea the pain I've inflicted on myself over the last 3 days. A letter to myself, 26 points. After 3 days of recovery and reflection, I felt it was appropriate to write a letter to myself to reflect. I've been playing fantasy football for 20 years, and I've never been knocked down so hard in my life. But has transpired during the Monday Night Football game and was completely the fate of the fantasy football gods was unexplainable. I've run through so many scenarios in my head of how I could have prevented this from happening, what moves I could have done to protect myself with a 26-point buffer, and I can't fathom any other move that would logically make sense. But there's more facts behind how fucked up this was. It wasn't just one event. It was a series of events that played out so slow and agonizing that I will forever have a scar in fantasy for the rest of my life. Here is the full picture of how fucked up this really was. I'm going to take a drink of my whiskey that I have not.
I was going to say, I hope that's an alcoholic beverage over there.
Many of them over the last night. Not only did Jeff have a kicker that scored the second highest all-time points ever by a kicker by only using his foot, and I do appreciate him calling out the number 2 who had a touchdown or whatever. But the odds that Jeff also picked the same exact kicker in another league is rare at itself. But the fact that I had to face him in the other league in week 1 with the same kicker is even crazier. I know that we don't talk about the LOC league, but I'm going to have to because that's how fucked up this was. I even looked back to see if Jeff had any intelligence to pick Moody in the draft, and he didn't even draft him. He actually picked him up on Wednesday after the draft, and he dropped Dubs from Green Bay to replace Moody. And all he was doing is filling a roster gap. He was pretty much saying, I'm going to take the best available kicker after all of the scraps that have already been taken. And I looked, he's probably like the 6th or 7th ranked kicker. But by the end of the year, he will probably be the best because of 26 fucking points. I was projected to win 99% in both leagues at the start of Monday night. And in LOC, I had Rodgers, Wilson, and CMC playing. And I also handcuffed myself and had Mason ready to go because I did have some doubt that CMC was going to be hurt. And Moody, the kicker, outscored both Rodgers and Wilson combined in a miracle game. And I still lost. With Mason throwing up like 22 or something fucking crazy. I went back in history. And this is where I'm going to share my screen. And I looked at Moody's track record because I honestly have never heard from the guy. And I said, this guy has got to be some stud to throw up that many points. And this is his fucking history. 2 points, 9 points, 5 points, 9 points, 4 points, 6 points, 7 points, 9 points. He breaks double digits randomly in like the 5th week. 5 points, 5 points, 5 points, 6 points, 5 points. And then the beginning of last year, he went 12, 12, and 12. The guy has not broken even 13 points ever in his history. And I looked how many 50-yard field goals he's had. 2. His entire history in 2023. The guy had 2 in the fucking first half. I couldn't handle it. I can't handle it. I have no idea how he pulled this miracle out of his ass. And I was thinking to myself, like, who is this Moody guy? Because I'm Moody right now. And actually, what all he did was find a bunch of YouTube videos of how he was crying after Super Bowl loss last year because he missed an extra point. I also found he got an extra point blocked. He didn't make a nice one, but the guy looks like a fucking turd. Guy looks
Moody's
like
good, dude. Last year was that was his rookie year. You just happened to run into his absolute career night, and that is the most unfortunate fantasy thing that can happen.
Gio. Or I just called you Gio. Kazi.
Yeah.
That's an insult. I'm sorry.
I'm glad you know that.
Yeah. This is the guy. Look
Yeah,
at
that's a turd rocket right there. If I've
Dude.
seen one.
With fear. I imagine this
Look
is
at
the kind
him.
of moment you live for. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel any added pressure with that. You know, I was glad that I had the opportunity to, you know,
Look
make an
at
impact
him,
on the
dude.
game. And shout out to everybody that got me, you know, in position to go make that kick, and shout out to my operation for being great.
Look at him,
You're
dude.
part of a game-winning drive.
Yeah, he was making
keeping
game
this team
winners in
undefeated
Michigan,
heading
Andy.
into Ohio State.
Yeah.
What's running through your mind right now as you're about to run out that tunnel?
Look at this
I'm just
dude.
glad that, you know, my last game at the big house, we came out with a win. I mean, no better way to do it.
Absolute squid. He looks like he just got out of a German Olympic swimming meet. He rolled out of the American Legion. Dude, I have no clue who this guy is, but I will never, ever, ever in my life ever start him. I don't care. That guy is an absolute squid. I am so pissed. And here's the worst part. And this is the part that just absolutely sucks. There have been bad beats in fantasy football. There have been stat corrections, all that, but nothing is comparable to this. At the top
No,
of
that's about as bad as it gets.
absolute shit. This is the worst part. Monday at about 4:00, me and my wife are driving home. She hands me a handwritten note on our way home from work, scribbles it, and said, "Let's fuck tonight." I'm like, yes.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go. I'm going into Monday Night Football, floating high, 99% ready to win, trying to strategize how I can fit in a 5-minute window with my wife. I put the kids to bed, I take care of the pets, and I'm watching football, and I think halftime's a perfect window. After Moody chips away 13 points against me, and I comment in the chat, I put it away. I turn over to my wife. I try to make a move. And what does she say? I'm not in the mood.
No way.
Goes to bed, sleeps, and I'm watching the fucking Monday Night Football by myself. Absolutely. Field goal after field goal after field goal.
You got chipped away at all
Chipped away.
night, dude.
Oh, dude, it was terrible.
That's brutal, man.
I am.
I was gonna say, I'm thinking like Andy goes into halftime, he's letting out a little aggression, he might be able to relax a little bit.
Nothing.
Nope, dude, that's not what happened.
Stiff, dude, and I just fucking
You were probably stiff.
yeah. I was so pissed. I was so pissed. And then I had to watch that unfold after one stupid field goal after another. And the worst part, I think it was 4-1. They were gonna sneak the ball and then they fucking didn't do it. They call a timeout and then kick the field goal. I just gonna die, dude. I know that just took about 10 minutes of the podcast,
Oh, I don't give a shit. That's a
but
great
you gotta
story.
understand how shitty of a night that was, dude. And I couldn't handle it, man. It was not good. So congratulations, CV. You had the highlight of your career in fantasy football. You will never win the championship. And fuck you, because that sucked. So now we
Yeah,
can
that's
go
brutal.
to this week. I'm not in the
I
mood.
can't believe that that's the way you went down. That's in 2 leagues. That's absolutely wild to get fucking bursted off by the same guy.
Same guy, same team, same opponent. Wasn't even like a rando opponent, like anybody that would like doesn't play. It was the same person.
Yeah, same dude. And CV had the drunk draft, like, the team. Some of the teams that we didn't think were coming through this week came through, and that's kind of how the week went in general.
I think it was very unpredictable. So
Very
top
much so. Week 1 was it was interesting. Like,
top
I don't
score
think you
was
can say too
Lassard,
much.
136.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Him and CV, like, top 2 or 3 in the league. Nobody saw that one coming.
No, not at all. And then Johnson was third.
That's what I mean, dude. I ran into Johnny and I was like, oh, week 1, Johnny, like, that's a good matchup. No.
Nothing. Yeah, what a week 1 match. It was crazy. I think too, it was a little scary for Lem because CMC went down and everybody was grabbing running backs as quick as they could. You got to be right on top of that stuff.
Yeah, if you're not on it in the first 5 minutes, you're not getting it.
Not at all. Yeah, it was crazy. So yeah, let's go through the preview of matchup this week. I don't even know. Let's check the time on the Zoom too. It doesn't.
Yeah, that's all you. Did you set a timer?
No, I forgot because we fucked up. So it'll tell me.
I think we probably started about 9:20, Andy.
No, it is 16 minutes. Okay, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, maybe a minute or 2 earlier, but I think we're in good shape right now.
All right. I'm going to share my screen so you can see the matchups too, because that is nice to see the teams and stuff like that. So you don't got to.
It's nice to see what you're looking at. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right. So we'll skip our matchup. We'll get to that in the end and we'll go to the next one. So it's Johnny versus Siege. Both got a 1-0 record. And we got a little low score of the week right now. 95 points projected for Siege. And he's already trying to make moves. He picked up Harrison in that trade.
Yeah, Siege also doesn't have any defensive players. He has no IDPs going right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. So we got at least maybe 10 there.
Yeah, that's 10 points at least.
Yeah. What do you think of that trade today, actually?
It was Harrison and
the tight end. No, it was the running back.
It was Harrison and Benson.
Yeah.
For
Debo.
I think Debo's gonna have a good couple of weeks with CMC if he stays out. I mean, Debo's effective all the time. You never know. Like, he could go off at any time, but he's getting 10 a week. Like,
here's what I thought about the trade. So what he did was he paired off Murray and Harrison together. That's his 1-2 combo.
Yeah.
Right? And then he threw in a good backup running back, right?
Yeah, if and when Connor goes down.
But he doesn't even have, but here's the thing. Look at his running back. He's got Hall and Barkley and then a flex. He's not even going to play that guy. That's like at the end of the year, like insurance policy. And he just picked up Madison on the waivers. Like, that was a good pickup, I thought, because he does look pretty good. He had a good run last week. I think it was 36-yard catch. But I looked at that trade and I said he's doubled down and on Arizona. And I'm a big fan of Debo, dude. I think he actually lost that trade. But that's just me.
I mean, I'm not sure. So, I mean, I think
Hey,
Arizona's offense
hey,
is going to be good.
hey,
Who
hey,
the
this
hell?
is Jake. This is Jake Moody.
Jake, what do you
I
fuck?
just,
Look
I
at
just want
this,
fuck you, bitch. You're a fucking pussy.
dude. What a
What's going
bold
on
move.
right now, dude?
What a
Fuck you.
bold move.
Hey, hey, this is Jake Moody, the best kicker in the league. You're a
What's
bitch.
happening?
What a bold move. Bold move. He just pops on.
How did he get in here?
Huh?
How did he get in here?
It's the same dialing every week.
No way.
Dude, that is that right
That's
there.
top notch right there, dude.
Jake Moody.
It's Jake. How did Jake Moody get in our chat?
That
That's
is
wild.
ridiculous. That is
Oh my gosh, that's incredible.
you you know he was planning that for like 3 days, dude. He was waiting for that. He knew it was happening. He's
Yeah,
like,
but it's just the fact that he guessed like this random time that we're on, that's hilarious. I guess Johnny put it in the chat, so
oh, he did?
yeah, Johnny said Gozz 9 to 10 Wednesday. So
Oh, he
9:30 9:30 is a good bet.
had 9:30. Yeah, because we're about ending up right now. So we started at 9 and it's about 40-minute podcast. So he hit it right at 9:40 on the dot, dude.
Yeah, I think we started a little late actually, but for his sake, like
He was
he doesn't
planning
know
for
that.
that.
Yeah, no, that's hilarious.
Yo, Jake Moody. Fuck you, CV. Fuck you,
Oh
dude.
my gosh. Jake
So
Moody had way better internet than he
he
had
did.
last week.
He told he totally just zoomed in from his bedside with his wife turned over.
Yeah. Yeah. Honey, shut the fuck up.
I I need 30 seconds to jump
Yeah.
on a Zoom call and say Jake Moody.
7 times, dude.
What the hell? Oh my gosh. All right, so back to this matchup.
Yeah, where were we?
Dude, I like the matchup. I like that you got kind of Johnny going a little bit on a confidence booster, and I think he's got a decent team, but I'm gonna give CJ the edge.
I do like Johnny's team for especially where he was in the draft. I think he did a good job. With that being said, fuck you, Johnny. You've been a prick lately. But I got CJ too. CJ's team is just good, man.
Dude, he's got
Brees Hall and Saquon.
he had 30. Barkley had like 30 points last week, 3 touchdowns. Ridiculous.
Yeah, and Brees Hall is just gonna keep doing whatever he's doing. Like I think Johnny has a chance, but I think CJ's gonna win this.
I think so too, yeah.
I think Tank Dell's due. Kyler and Marvin can go off any week. So
Crazy. All right,
yeah,
let's jump to the next one. We got Geo and Easy. Geo got a win last week, but he jumped out of the chat today twice, and he might listen to the podcast. So Geo, stop being a pussy. Get back in the chat. You're the only one who ever leaves the chat. So don't do that.
see, that's how uninvested in the chat I am.
Yeah.
I didn't know Gio left the chat, but that's a normal move.
I think the over what Johnny said was like 3.5 on the year, and he had 2 in one day. But like I told you, we were talking about that. It's hard to keep up with that thing all day long.
There's certain reasons why.
Yeah, it's just all day. You just got people that are, got time on their hands. It's a shit read for me, dude. When I take a shit, I read it. And if I'm like bored, I'll read it. But I can't be, we all got jobs. I can't be looking at that texting. Dude, I got in a car accident like 4 fucking years ago because I'm chatting in the thing. So that's why I took a
Wait,
couple
for real?
days.
Wait. Hold up.
You didn't know that?
You got in a car accident because you were mid group chat for our fantasy football league?
Yeah, dude, I totaled a fucking Chevy Tahoe like 4 years ago.
That must have been the year before I got in the league.
Dude, hit it. That's a bad story. Not a good story.
That's crazy, dude. Yeah, that's why group chat is silenced on my phone.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm saving lives, so that's what I'm doing.
it's entertaining. Don't get me wrong. It's fucking awesome, but it's a lot of time, dude. So, but yeah, back to the matchup. What do you think? Gio versus
Uh
Easy.
Gio, I can't believe you're already at 3 times on the year. We're in week fucking 2, buck. Simmer down. Uh it's a good matchup actually.
It is.
The more I look at it, dude, I think I got Gio.
Got a good team.
He's got a pretty good team, dude. Tua could be a 30-piece any week. He's got Waddle to hit it.
What's
Uh,
gonna happen? What's gonna
his
happen,
back,
dude?
his
Big.
backfield's good, dude. Henry and Cook.
It's a big Thursday night game for him, dude. Miami Buffalo, great Thursday night game.
That is a great. Tomorrow night's a big night for Gio.
Big night. So you're gonna see him either be super confident or he's just gonna stay quiet for the weekend because he's nervous. I think Burrow's on a rebound week against Kansas City. I think last week was kind of a fluke. Got beat by the Patriots, a little rusty. Chase is trying to make a statement. I think he's gonna have more than 20, but I'm a little sour because Easy picked up Likely, which is a great pickup off the waivers, but I had a waiver claim in for him because I think Andrews is not going to be the guy there in Baltimore, dude.
Likely is the catching guy,
I think so, dude. He had 11 targets last week. 11.
and when he got the ball in his hands, he was good with it. Like he was moving upfield.
And he got in the fourth quarter, that was crazy. He got hurt. He's on the sidelines. They throw him back in and he almost gets the winning touchdown. I'm like, fuck. So I'm a little sour against Easy. I really wanted him on the waivers, but I think, fifth or sixth priority. So I'm going to give it to Gio too. Gio, you get the edge. Get back in the chat. Stop being a pussy. All right.
Gio still doesn't have a guy on his defense too, so
Oh, yeah. And does he have the edge? Oh, he's about 4 down, but
yeah,
you know him. We haven't even gone in the transactions yet, but all right. Next one.
yeah, there'll be a couple.
All right. So this is ET versus Nigel. 106 to 104. And let's check the rosters. Everyone's full. It's a pretty good matchup, actually. But what do you think of Rodgers is going to do this week? You going to rebound too? Because he had a shit week last week.
I thought he looked all right, dude, but that San Francisco defense is tough.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was more of that than Rodgers. Like he was still zipping the ball around the field. They had a couple plays that could have been first downs. That was like early in the game. There was a drop from Lazard, and then they started their next drive with a reception to Brees Hall, and he fumbled it. I think the Jets are good. I think they just kind of ran into a wagon on week 1.
Yeah, I think so too. They did look good in the first half, but yeah. The one thing I will say is, so Nigel's got Cup, which is probably going to be pretty big now that Puka there is
With Puka on IR, yeah.
yeah, so he's due for a breakout, and I think Dobbins is really understated. Like he had a great week last week. I like him a lot.
Yeah,
And
I
then
think
look at
Dobbins
this,
is
dude.
RB1.
Nigel's got a 0 right now for Njoku. So he's actually got the edge. I'm gonna give him the edge over ET.
Yeah, I'm going Nigel as well. Garrett Wilson's a weapon, dude. Dobbins. Montgomery kind of looked like he was RB1 in Detroit.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm going Nigel, dude.
I like that. All right, let's go down to the Guru. Oh, look at this matchup. The Scraps versus Guru. Both guys had breakout week 1s, and both guys are just barely 100 points projected. So Guru's got 101 projected, and he's got a full roster. And Jake Moody over here has got 91 projected, and
He's down 2.
he's down 2. So, dude, that's gonna be a shootout. We got 10 minutes on the clock too. I just got warned by Zoom, but you go recap this. I'm gonna grab a drink. Number 2 for the podcast. I'll be right back.
Yes, sir. Number 2 for Andy. I'm just looking down the rosters right now. It's Mahomes and Richardson. That's a wash, I think. Rice and Adam. I like Rice more than Adams, to be honest, and I think half of Mahomes' points are going to go to Rice. He looked good in week 1. Ridley and Godwin. All the way down. It's pretty even all the way down. Moody's a difference maker, obviously. CV still doesn't have he doesn't have a defense or a D lineman, so he's got a couple spots to fill. With that being said, I think I still like Lassard in this one. I think Richardson's a weapon. They're in Green Bay, but yeah, I think I'm going Richardson. I think I'm going Lassard here. CV, I love the Moody stunt tonight out of UCV, but I'm taking Lassard in this one. Andy, you back?
It's a lose-lose situation. So I vote Lassard. Everybody says I have like pod preference. I vote CV. I feel like an asshole because he kicked my ass last week. So I'm going straight up tie. Fuck it. They're tying. We've
I
seen
like that.
miracles last week. We'll see a miracle this week. A first fantasy football tie.
If you had to give an edge one way or the other, where would it be?
Oh, dude, fuck you. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm getting it out of you.
I like Mahomes, dude. I think Mahomes is always gonna have a good week, but I just don't want to vote CV because I just can't, dude. I don't know. I like his team a little bit better.
Kamara versus Dallas. I think you can see him get shut down.
Yeah.
Godwin in Detroit.
We're gonna have to fly here.
I don't see this being a very high scoring matchup, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think first to 100 wins, and
I'll do a little side bet with you if you want.
what do you want? Let's
do this. Combined points, both teams 215.
I'll take the under.
You'll take the under, I'll take the over.
Yeah.
All right, $5.
$5, sure. Bookie,
right.
market.
Market 215. Scraps versus Guru. Combined points.
Gozzy's got the under. Andy's got the over.
I like it. All right. We got about 5 minutes, so we got to get to our matchup, but we got one more to go. This is Lem versus Farrell.
Yeah, we got time.
Lem's got projected 127 and barely scraped away last week. And he's got McCaffrey in projected 12 points. I don't think that's happening.
McCaffrey's not playing.
I don't think so. Who's his backup? Oh, he's got Pollard, actually. That's his flex. Who's he got?
Singletary, dude.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, all right.
He's got Hubbard. That's crazy.
He's got some options. Yeah, Hubbard sucks.
That whole team sucks. That's a rough game. I heard something. I think it was yesterday. You can buy 2 tickets to a Carolina Panthers game right now for $1.80. 90 cents a ticket.
Really?
Insane, dude.
Wow, that's crazy.
Isn't that wild?
That's cost for the paper.
Yeah, you're making 40 cents maybe after you print.
I like Farrell's team, but I got to give the edge to Lem because his team's just stacked. But I'm just going to call it out now. Farrell's going to go down 0-2, and he's got a hell of a team.
Farrell's team is good. I will agree with you with Lem on this one, though.
Yeah.
I don't even care who he puts in for CMC.
He's always got the edge, but we talked about that one injury that could plague him, and he skated away last week with a win. He got lucky, but all right,
Might
let's
be a
get to
blessing
our.
in disguise for McCaffrey owners that he sits out the first 2 to 3 weeks. Like, no need to push him before you get. Let him get his rest and just
Right.
keep his body healthy.
So we got like,
They're fine. They're fine without him. Obviously, they look fucking great on
dude, they
Monday.
look real good, and they're gonna sit him half the season. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I think they're just gonna play it real careful with him, and it
Yeah.
kind of sucks for McCaffrey owners, but I think they'll make sure he's good to go when it comes
Yeah,
when it
and
matters.
he's gonna be a top 10 back guaranteed, and he'll play, a third of the games. It's great.
Yeah, I mean, last year when he was healthy, though, he had a full workload. He was pretty much the one and only guy.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So we
All
got
right.
about 2 minutes. Let's get you and I in. Last one. I'm pumped that you jumped on. I know, and you're engaged, which is good. We talked about you being the ghost number 2. I don't think you're ghost number 2. I just think
Yeah,
that
whoever wants to fucking change my name in the group chat, I am not Sean Paps, Shane Paps, Shane Prentice, any of the above. Let's just get that out there.
I like it. What do you look at this guy? He hasn't changed his profile in a long time.
Oh, me?
No, Shano.
Oh, you looking at Shane's?
Oh yeah, dude. His old Facebook photos. Good. I haven't seen that kid in a long time.
Look at those, dude. Those are all throwbacks.
Way throwbacks.
All right, let's get to our matchup. Fuck Sean.
Yep. All right, let's go in there. So you go first, I'll go second because I'm the podcast host. So
Honestly, I think you have the edge on me. I like my team for where I was drafting and what I had. I think I like my team. I do have a D line spot out, so the projections will be a little bit closer.
yeah,
But I mean, I'm gonna be selfish here. I'm taking myself.
you got to.
Yeah.
You got to. I like your team too. I think you got some good potential matchups that will play nice. I actually think Jacobs should have a good game against ND. I like Purdy and the Ayuk pairing, especially the fact that Debo is probably gonna be running the ball a lot more. But I like my team a lot. I actually love my Stevenson trade early in the season. He is the workhorse in New England, and I think they need to win this week against Seattle to get 2 wins on the board. So I think he's gonna have a good
They
one.
did look good week 1.
Dude, Mayo's not fucking around, dude. He's playing the defense run game scheme. Like that's the only thing they can do. And honestly, if New England gets 6 wins, 7 wins this year, I think that's a successful year.
I mean, I agree, dude. He's just playing New England football. Like, we don't make mistakes, we make you beat us, and we're gonna just take what we can get and go with it.
Yeah. So I gotta give myself the edge, but it's gonna be a good matchup. I'm pumped. I just can't go to Monday night. Like who's my Monday night playing? I might not even watch Monday Night Football. Oh, I got Bijan on Monday. Come on.
I have no Monday night action.
Dude, but he's projected 14 and he sucked last week.
You're gonna know where you're at by before the Sunday night game. You're gonna know
I got Buffalo. No, that's Thursday. Yeah, so I got nobody at night. Yeah, Sunday.
Well, all I'm saying is you're gonna know where I'm at by that point.
Yeah.
My latest game is Sunday at 4:05.
Yeah. All right. So before we end it, I think I got a minute left. I found this great advertisement. We're gonna finish it up. Fuck you, CV. Fuck Jake Moody, and this is it.
167.
And Rick is filled with fantasy football pride from a successful Sunday, so he's feeling pretty good.
Here's your coffee, Rick.
But he overlooked Monday Night Football, where Clarence has 2 players to go. So he comes back to reality.
Made your coffee.
So reserve your fantasy smack for Tuesday morning, because it all comes down to Monday night.
Yes,
That's
absolutely.
awesome.
It's Monday.
16.
Reality, dude. And it's
Andy, thanks for having me on. Boys, just to let you know, I'm a fucking single man now, and fantasy football is all I fucking care about. So
Oh no.
let's get it.
He's back, bitches. Let's go. All right, dude. Good
Appreciate
podcast.
you having me on.